In the world of Hollywood, few actors have managed to build a career as powerful and influential as Leonardo DiCaprio. Known for his intense performances, dedication to his roles, and passion for environmental activism, DiCaprio has become one of the most respected actors in the global film industry. Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was born on November 11, 1974, in the city of Los Angeles. Growing up in a creative but modest household, Leonardo was the only child of his parents. His father, George DiCaprio, worked as a comic book writer and distributor, while his mother, Ermeline Indenberken, worked as a legal secretary. From an early age, Leonardo showed a deep interest in acting and storytelling. His parents encouraged his creativity and often took him to art galleries, museums, and cultural events. These experiences helped shape his imagination and passion for the arts. However, Leonardo's childhood was not always easy. He grew up in a neighborhood that had many social challenges, and he often witnessed poverty and crime around him. Instead of letting these difficulties discourage him, they motivated him to work harder and dream bigger. Leonardo began his career by appearing in television commercials during the late 1980s. He quickly gained attention for his natural acting ability and emotional expressions. Soon after, he started appearing in television shows, including roles in series like Growing Pains. Although these early roles were small, they helped him learn the fundamentals of acting and gain valuable experience in the entertainment industry. His first major breakthrough came in 1993 when he starred in the film What's Eating Gilbert Grape alongside Johnny Depp. In this movie, Leonardo played the role of a mentally challenged boy named Arnie. His performance was so powerful and emotional that critics around the world were amazed. At just 19 years old, Leonardo received his first nomination for the Academy Awards, making him one of the youngest actors ever nominated for Best Supporting Actor. This early recognition proved that Leonardo was not just another young actor in Hollywood, he was a rising star with extraordinary talent. In the years that followed, Leonardo continued to choose challenging roles that allowed him to demonstrate his versatility. One of his important early films was Romeo plus Juliet, a modern adaptation of William Shakespeare's classic love story. However, the film that truly changed Leonardo DiCaprio's life forever was Titanic, directed by James Cameron. In this epic romantic disaster film, Leonardo played the role of Jack Dawson, a poor artist who falls in love with a wealthy young woman aboard the legendary ship. When Titanic was released in 1997, it became a global phenomenon. The movie broke box office records and became the highest-grossing film of all time at that time. Millions of people around the world fell in love with Leonardo's character. Overnight, Leonardo DiCaprio became one of the most famous actors on the planet. Despite this sudden fame, Leonardo did not want to be known only as a romantic movie star. He was determined to prove himself as a serious actor capable of taking on complex and challenging roles. In the early 2000s, Leonardo began collaborating with legendary director Martin Scorsese. Their partnership would become one of the most successful actor-director collaborations in modern cinema. Together, they created several iconic films, including Gangs of New York, The Aviator, and The Departed. Each of these movies showcased Leonardo's ability to portray complex characters with deep emotions and psychological intensity. Another important film in his career was Inception, directed by Nolan. In this science fiction thriller, Leonardo played a skilled thief who enters people's dreams to steal secrets from their subconscious minds. The film was both a commercial success and a critical masterpiece, further proving Leonardo's ability to lead ambitious and intelligent films. However, despite his massive success and multiple nominations, Leonardo DiCaprio still had not won an Academy Award for many years. This became one of the most talked about topics in Hollywood. Finally, in 2016, Leonardo achieved what many believed he deserved for decades. He won the Best Actor Oscar for his extraordinary performance in The Revenant. In this film, he portrayed a frontiersman struggling to survive in the harsh wilderness after being attacked by a bear and left to dead. The role required extreme physical endurance. Leonardo filmed in freezing temperatures, endured difficult conditions, and pushed himself beyond his limits to bring authenticity to the character. When he finally received the award at the Academy Awards, the audience gave him a standing ovation. But Leonardo DiCaprio's impact goes far beyond acting. He is also a passionate environmental activist. In 1998, he founded the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, which focuses on protecting wildlife, oceans, and the planet's ecosystems. Through this foundation, Leonardo has supported hundreds of environmental projects around the world. He has also produced several documentaries about climate change and environmental protection, using his fame to raise awareness about the future of our planet. Today, Leonardo DiCaprio is not just a movie star, he's a global icon whose work has inspired millions of people. But his journey in Hollywood is far from over. In fact, some of the most fascinating chapters of his career were still waiting to be written. As Leonardo DiCaprio's career continued to evolve, he began choosing roles that were not only entertaining, but also meaningful and thought-provoking. He wanted films that challenged audiences and explored deep human emotions, complex stories, and powerful social themes. After finally winning the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in The Revenant, many people wondered what would be next for Leonardo DiCaprio. For most actors, winning an Oscar represents the peak of their career, but for Leonardo, it was simply another milestone in a long journey of artistic growth. Following this historic win at the Academy Awards, Leonardo continued to collaborate with some of the most respected filmmakers in the industry. One of his most notable films after this period was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by the legendary filmmaker Quentin Tarantino. In the movie, Leonardo played the role of Rick Dalton, a struggling television actor trying to adapt to the changing film industry of the late 1960s. The film also starred Brad Pitt, and the chemistry between the two actors became one of the highlights of the movie. Critics praised Leonardo's performance, describing it as both emotional and deeply authentic. The film was a major success and once again demonstrated Leonardo's ability to bring depth and humanity to his characters. Throughout his career, Leonardo DiCaprio has worked with some of the greatest directors in cinema history. His long partnership with Martin Scorsese is especially famous. Together, they have created multiple unforgettable films, including The Wolf of Wall Street, where Leonardo played the controversial stockbroker Jordan Belfort. The role required immense energy, charisma, and fearless acting, and Leonardo delivered one of the most memorable performances of his career. The movie became one of the most talked-about films of the decade and earned Leonardo another Academy Award nomination. However, Leonardo DiCaprio's influence extends far beyond the film industry. Over the years, he has become one of the most prominent voices in the global fight against climate change. Through the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, he has funded projects focused on wildlife conservation, climate research, and protecting endangered ecosystems. His dedication to environmental causes has taken him all over the world, from the rainforests of South America to the oceans of the Pacific. Leonardo has also spoken at global events such as the United Nations, where he delivered powerful speeches urging world leaders to take climate change seriously. In one of his famous speeches, he warned that climate change is one of the greatest threats facing humanity and that urgent action is needed to protect the planet for future generations. In addition to activism, Leonardo has also expanded his role in the film industry as a producer. Through his production company, Appian Way Productions, he has helped create several powerful films and documentaries. These projects often focus on important real-world issues, including environmental protection, corruption, and social justice.
By supporting these projects, Leonardo has helped bring important stories to global audiences. Despite being one of the most famous actors in the world, Leonardo DiCaprio is known for maintaining a relatively private personal life. He rarely shares details about his personal relationships and prefers to keep the focus on his work and activism. This mystery has only added to his reputation as one of Hollywood's most fascinating personalities. Over the years, Leonardo has received numerous awards and honors for both his acting and his humanitarian work. He has won several Golden Globe Awards and has been nominated multiple times for the prestigious Academy Awards. But perhaps his greatest achievement is the respect he has earned from audiences, critics, and fellow actors around the world. Many younger actors look up to Leonardo as a model because of his dedication to his craft. He is known for carefully selecting roles that challenge him and for spending months preparing for his performances. Unlike many celebrities who focus on fame, Leonardo has always prioritized quality storytelling and meaningful cinema. Even after decades in the industry, Leonardo continues to push himself creatively. Fans around the world remain excited to see what projects he will take on next. His ability to reinvent himself and explore new kinds of characters ensures that his career remains fresh and exciting. Many experts believe that Leonardo DiCaprio will continue to influence Hollywood for many years to come. His combination of talent, intelligence, and passion have allowed him to build a career that few actors can match. From a young boy growing up in Los Angeles to becoming one of the most respected actors on the planet, Leonardo DiCaprio's journey is truly inspiring. His story is not just about fame or success, it is about dedication, perseverance, and using one's influence to make a positive impact on the world. Whether through unforgettable performances in films like Titanic, Inception, and The Wolf of Wall Street, or through his efforts to protect the environment, Leonardo DiCaprio has proven that a single individual can inspire millions. And as the years go on, his legacy will likely continue to grow, not only as one of the greatest actors of his generation, but also as someone who used his fame to fight for the future of our planet.